Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today's learning intention in maths is, can I find missing angles and lengths in 2D shapes? First thing I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video now and think about what facts do you know already about rectangles. Here is a picture of a rectangle for you. So take a moment to think about all the things you know already. Okay, so hopefully you got some of these. Rectangles have got 4 sides. They have 2 sets of parallel lines. So you've got the left and the right, they're moving in the same direction. And the top and the bottom are also moving in the same direction, which we call parallel lines. Opposite sides are equal. So the left and the right are the same size, and the top and the bottom are the same length. We have got 4 angles inside the shape in each corner. You may also have noticed that all of the angles are right angles, which measure 90 degrees. So with this information, we can find out missing lengths from a rectangle. If we look at this example here, we can see a simple rectangle. The top line is 11 centimeters, the left line is 10 centimeters. The question is asking, what is this side? So side labeled X. So pause the video now and think about how long is this side? And if you found that easy, what is the perimeter of the whole shape? So pause the video now. Okay, so if you followed the rules from the previous slide, you will have guessed 10 centimeters because the opposite sides are equal. That would also mean that this bottom line would be equal to the top line. So we'd have 2 lines of 11, 2 lines of 10. If we add them together, 10 plus 10 is 20. 11 plus 11 is 22. And then add them all together, the perimeter would be 42 centimeters. That just means if I started here and I counted every length, it would be 42 centimeters. In this question, we're given the perimeter, and they tell us that the perimeter for this shape is 30. So I know that when I add all these together, it's going to be 30. So I could write that if I add all the lines, so we've got line A at the top, and then if we add line B on the side, on the right-hand side, and C at the bottom, and D on the left, the question is telling us that the answer will be 30. So it does give us a little bit more information. It tells us that A is 10. So we can change that A into a 10. We still don't know what B is. But we know that the line opposite A, so line C, is the same size. So if A is 10, then C must also be 10. So instead of writing C, we can put 10 there because we know that it's 10. Plus D that we don't know yet is 30. Next, we can add the 10 and the 10 together. So that makes 20. Plus, we still don't know B yet. And we still don't know D yet. but we know that the total perimeter of the shape is 30. So by looking at this now, we know that 20 plus B and D will make 30. So hopefully our brains are seeing the difference between 20 and 30 is 10. So that means these two must add to 10. So B here and D here together, it will make 10. And we know that they're exactly the same size. So we know that they'll be equal. If we take the 10 that they must add up to, and if we divide it in half, we can then say that B and D must be 5. And we can check that out by replacing the letter B with 5 because we think that it's 5. Also do the same with D because we know that B and D are the same. If we did it correctly, when we add 20 plus 5 plus 5, it will match the number that they gave us in the question here, which it does. Okay, so we think that B is 5, or we know that B is 5, D is 5, and we know that C is the same as A. So 10, so that's 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 10 centimeters. Okay, now it's your turn to try. Have a look at this example. Pause the video and try and follow what I did here with your example. Good luck. Pause the video. Off you go. Okay, so for this example, we are told that A is 5, which means that C is also 5. So we know that these two sides add to 10. So we know that those two make 2 of the sides, but we don't know yet what B and D are, but we know that in total, when we add everything together, the perimeter is 40. So I can bring the 5 and 5 together and make a 10. I still don't know yet what B is and what D is. I know that in total it needs to make 40. So I need to think about what's the difference between what I know at the moment, which is 10, and what I want the total to be at the end. So the difference between 10 and 40 is 30. So these two numbers here, these two sides, B and D, need to add up to 30 to go with my 10. So they need to be the same, they need to be equal. So half of 30, if I divide equally, is 15. So I'm going to replace, I think that B and D are 15. I can check my answer by swapping out the B for a 15 and the D for a 15, and then adding up these three numbers. 10 plus 15 is 25, plus another 15 is 40. So I know I must be correct there. Okay, here is a success criteria explaining exactly how I showed those examples just now. I would like you to try these 4 questions. If you are confident in doing these 4 questions, then I'd like you to start challenge 2. If these are a bit too difficult at the moment, you have 2 choices. You could either try challenge 1, or you could watch the next video, which has a few more examples that may help you to understand it better. So pause now, think about what you're going to do. Challenge 1 challenge 2, or watch the next video for examples. If you attempted these 4, the answer for question 1, 5 centimeters is this side. Question 2 over here, short side is 3 centimeters. For question 3, this side is 4 centimeters. And for question 4, this side is 15 centimeters.